long neck, and 20 to white in the fucking morning.
By far the most advanced scam I've ever encountered.
In some random news, this guy strapped a GoPro onto...
What's up, guys? We got a turtle.
He strapped a GoPro onto a turtle.
What's up, guys? We got a
It became like an Andy IRL stream. Check it.
turtle right here, and I'm down here with the shad to feed the fish and the turtles, and I also got a GoPro with a strap on it that I'm gonna put on a turtle. What's up, guys? I got the GoPro on. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna let him go.
Be free! Yay! Yay! Look at his little feet, chat. Some gaming news. Do you guys remember Fallout 76? That got awful. So some of these news, by the way, are more than a week old because last week I didn't do NymN's News Network, so just keep that in mind. Anyway, do you guys remember that awful bag? Sorry, the bag that was sent to Fallout 76 pre-order people, the one that was supposed to be a canvas bag and it wasn't because it was nylon. Show Apollo. Oh. Eek. Paula, you want to be on the desk? Want to help me report the news? Yeah, you can lie here, Apollo. Okay. So, anyway, the bag. We can finally draw a canvas veil over this whole story. Customers who pre-ordered Fallout 76 Premium Power Armor Edition last year have finally begun receiving the canvas bag that became the center of an unlikely controversy. Over 6 months ago, people who had the disposable income to drop $200 on Fallout 76 got this shitty carry-on bag, but now they have finally received the new and improved one, and this is what it looks like. Bam. So this is the old one right here, and this is the new one they've gotten. So you know, grats new canvas bags. I hope it was worth the $200. Oh wait, they got more than just a bag, so I'm being unfair. They also got the brilliant game called Fallout 76. In other gaming news, the world electronic gaming revenues are predicted or reported to grow to $152 billion in 2019. Can you believe that? I'll just read this with you guys. The global video and electronic game market will generate $152 billion. That's up 9.6% over the last year as gaming morphs into content and communication. It's the complete convergence of different forms of digital entertainment all coming together and eating the poo-poo. As games become seemingly ubiquitous, they're turning into tools for connectivity, allowing players to chat with friends and meet new people. Fortnite publisher Epic Games Inc., in particular, believes in gaming as a communication platform. Poggers. Okay, we don't really care about this whole thing, but gaming is on its way up. In our final little piece of gaming news, speaking of gaming, did you guys hear about this? Amazon and Twitch in particular bought up this social networking platform called Bebo for up to $25 million ruse to bolster its esport efforts. You guys know that? While Facebook makes a bold move into crypto, Amazon buys up Bebo instead, and they're going to be working together on building out Twitch's esport business, and specifically Twitch Rivals. Hey, that's what I'm going to be starting in on Wednesday. Hells yes. Yeah, Bebo was is like a platform, one of the earlier platforms to let people share thoughts and media with their friends. Wow. Hashtag ad. It was all planned for. There you go. Okay, anyway, let's go into a bit of tech news. Have you guys seen Bitcoin lately? What? It's time to buy high, sell low, chat. Look at this, look at this. It's up now to 100,000 Swedish crowns. I wish I knew where to click to get it, to convert into dollars. That's not it. I don't know how to make this appear for you guys in dollars. But this is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. Buy now. They are working on returning the Hummer brand, but all electric. Which is, I feel like this doesn't do it justice. Because the Hummer is supposed to be this unnecessary piece of machinery. But apparently these are the rumors. An all-electric Hummer is reportedly under consideration at GM. General Motors, that is. Return of the Hummer brand, but not in a traditional way. But rather an all-electric Hummer. Put a V8 in it. And drink a VB. This car feels like it's outdated regardless. It's like 15 years outdated now. They drive a Hummer in like the first season of Entourage. It's like the last time someone cool drove a Hummer. In our final little bit of tech news, this one's pretty silly, chat. This guy tried to recreate... Can I pause this video or no? Dum 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 dum. This guy tried to remake the cheese grater, the Apple cheese grater. And then he tried to grate cheese with it. It's a pretty long video, so we don't have to watch the whole thing. He just kind of talks about it and stuff, but...
into a solid volume that would fit comfortably in one hand, and then make the offset cuts from below. However, because those bottom cuts wouldn't be centered, I had to rebuild the walls of my mini Mac Pro grill that had been blown open by my revolved cuts. Apple takes a shortcut here and doesn't fully open up the...
Thank you to Roosterfish for the 10 months. Welcome back, my friend. Double digits.
Only making the fully hemispherical
my neighbor
cuts,
used to have
but
one of
when I
those
asked
limited
myself
edition
what
cod
Steve Jobs would
Hummers.
do, it was clear that I couldn't compromise on the ventilation of
no
my cheese
anime
grater.
news.
So in that sense, I'm actually improving Apple's design by taking the time to make all these small cutouts around the perimeter.
Wow.
Next, I started making tool paths, and here things got a little trickier, because all my tool paths wanted to dip down into the cutouts to the opposite side, which slowed things down and added time. I tried to limit this by raising my cutting depth and using different constraint options or
I was gonna say, just raise the cutting depth and use different constraint options.
patches, but nothing really worked, so I figured I would just eat the time difference
Today I
here.
bench press
The
120
machining process
kilos.
would go
Whoa,
something
good job,
like this.
dude. Anyway, let's see. So,
Eraser to evenly frost the surface. And then to lock in that texture, which right now is extremely easy to scratch, I need to anodize it. And for that, I'm borrowing JPL Richards' DIY anodizing setup. Now, I'm still learning and understanding all the variables that affect the success rate of DIY anodizing, so I'll talk about that process down the road. For now, all you need to know is that I did a plain anodize without color on the Mini Mac Pro grill.
okay.
That makes this surface food safe, but that's kind of a secondary benefit in my opinion. The most important thing is that this thing is scratch resistant. And now
What
to
are you
answer
guys
the question
circling
that's
for?
on everyone's mind but really doesn't matter, is this thing actually the cheese grater people make it out to be? I already know that soft cheeses won't work. The edges simply aren't sharp enough to slice through it. I would end up extruding it through these holes like a pasta die. But a harder cheese, like Pecorino Romano, that might actually shear off well enough to make this work. I'll first isolate a chunk of this wedge to work with, then slice off the tip to sample.
This is so fucking dumb.
Firm, dry, little nutty and salty, perfect. On a hunch, I'll slice off a little stick of cheese and save that for later.
I have
Let's
something
get to
else
the main
that's
event
firm
with
and
what I
dry and
have here.
salty for you.
And, well, I mean, it kind of works. It's shearing off large flakes of cheese, but you really need to apply pressure to make it work. But what if we try grating our cheese a little differently? What if we take that stick of cheese that we set aside earlier and turn that in one of the cutouts of the grill? Sadly, the effectiveness of this method quickly drops to zero once your stick of cheese gets shaved down to a ball. That densely packed pill of pecorino, though, is extra delicious. So, in conclusion, the performance of the Mac Pro as a cheese grater is unsurprisingly disappointing.
Go figure.
Despite the prodigiously perforated surface area present on the grill pattern, it really doesn't do a good job of shaving material from flat surfaces. And that gives me an idea for an alternate use for the Mac Pro grill, a soap dish. So there you have it. Though Apple might not make a very good cheese grater, their potential to expand their product lines into Bed Bath & Beyond shouldn't be discounted.
Who here likes Game of Thrones? Oh, no one? Well, too bad. I still figure I should report on this because it is a big deal. Game of Thrones prequel has now started filming. It also says, in a familiar location. It's officially underway now. So, the first prequel, and they're shooting it on Northern Ireland, which served as the production hub for Game of Thrones during its entire run. It's not yet clear yet if the prequel will also shoot in other countries. So yeah, it's from showrunner Jane Goldman, X-Men First Class, along with author George R.R. Martin and S.J. Clarkson, Jessica Jones, blah, 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 blah. The story is set thousands of years, roughly 5K, before the events in Game of Thrones. So there you go. What do you think, chat? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be yay? Is it going to be nay? In other entertainment news, we'll just knock them all off right now. Okay, this is really bizarre. So Netflix doesn't usually report on their numbers. Nim, I saw you playing TFT off stream. I was eating. Get off my back. All right. Netflix doesn't usually report on numbers on movies and TV shows, etc., what they get. But this one set a new record, the biggest opening weekend ever for a Netflix film. 13,374,000 accounts in the US and Canada, and 17,494,949 worldwide watched this movie. Which one do you think it was? Which one? Which movie do you think was the biggest opening of all time in Netflix? Yep. The fucking Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston movie, Murder Mystery. I wish it was Bad Black. Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston, Murder Mystery. So congrats. Over 30 million accounts. Damn. Streaming is growing quickly. This is some footage from Russia. Soviet Russia. I don't know what anything means, but I know this is the story. This is some kind of a training exercise for cops in Russia. Driving exercise. This went down and they recorded this, where they had to learn, I don't know what this maneuver is called, but basically making a 180, like a turning on the car's heel almost, like instantly whoosh, 180, right? And so they're practicing that, and this happened. Check it out. There's no audio on this. J-turn, is that what it's called? Deja vu. We'll just have to play this. U-turn. Well, it's not quite a U-turn, but Ugandan turn. Call it turn U. Okay, so he's gonna back up and turn, I think. Here we go. This is some PUBG level of physics. Whoopsie daisies. They're fine though. Don't worry. People didn't die, chat. It wasn't too far. Deja vu. I just been in this place before. Higher on the street, and I know it's my time to go. All right. Where was I? Oh yeah. So this happened. This is old. You guys might have seen this one before. Remember, I didn't do a news show last week, so I'm covering some things that go further back than a week. But this one's too good for me not to report on. Pakistan government accidentally turned on the cat filter during a Facebook live broadcast. It looked like this. Oh, so Pope. Even though the cat filter was turned off quickly, screenshots of the app went viral. Look at them. Aw. Adorable little government making this all kinds of decisions. Raise your hand if you're Swedish. Vem var det? Vem var det som fucking kasta? If you guys remember that, the frisbee from the clip where he throws a frisbee was for sale. I forgot to place a bid, but I don't think I would have wanted buy it anyway, because it sold for 18,500 Swedish crowns, so like $2,000 or so. The frisbee from the infamous Swedish clip. So this is kind of a Swedish specific piece of news, though we did cover it originally. Here's the original clip where they throw it on some guy. Four.
Vem var det? Vem var det?
Vem var det?
Vem var det som kastade?
Ingen.
So yeah, that frisbee, 4 million views. That frisbee sold for 2K.
Nej, ta det lugnt. Vi var här och kastade frisbee och så sa vi...
Hörru, säg vem det var!
In other news, let's go from Sweden to the land of freedom and the home of the brave. Let's go to New Jersey, for a... That's not how you talk, is it? Maybe. For an attempt at the world's largest pizza flag. Now, this is about as American as it can get. A New Jersey pizzeria is seeking a Guinness World Record title for a U.S. flag pizza measuring 9 feet by 4 feet, whatever that means. The pizza was cooked at the pizzeria and transported to the lower level parking lot 3 at the Westfield train station with an escort that included... Okay, we don't really care about that. Let's look at the pizza. Oh, God. Facebook. This is what the pizza looked like. Hell yeah. I don't know if it's confirmed yet, if they got the record or not. But that's the most American pizza I've seen. And in other weird-ass news, they held a competition for the world's ugliest dog in California. June 24th, an aesthetically challenged pooch won. Check it out.
All right, thank you so much, Justin. Well, he may not be a beauty, but he's still the top dog.
A new dog taking the title of world's ugliest dog.
All right, want to show you Scamp the Tramp.
Peppa.
I love that name.
Looks like a real rock star. He took honors at the 31st annual World's Ugliest Dog contest held in California on Friday. He beat 19 other dogs for the title. Most of the dogs were abandoned or rescued from kill shelters. Scamp the Tramp was found and rescued in L.A.
I think he's adorable.
He was set to
what the fuck is that emote?
Euthanized. Scamp and his owner get a trophy, a $1,500 prize, and a trip to New York to be on TV.
A veterinarian removed 19 pacifiers from a bulldog's stomach. Poor thing. A Boston animal hospital said veterinarians use x-rays to discover the cause of the bulldog's nausea and vomiting. 19 pacifiers in his stomach. Emily Shanahan, the owner of Mortimer, a 3-year-old bulldog, brought the canine into the facility in spring to investigate the cause of his nausea and vomiting. And, yeah. I was shocked because even though I have 2 small children at home, I'd never imagined he was eating the pacifiers. Poor thing. But hey, there was a good ending to the whole thing. And this is what it looks like. Look at this little thing. Look at all those pacifiers. Jesus Christ. You'd think after eating a couple of them that he'd be like, you know what? It's not that tasty. Well, I guess he always found them. Oh, what a silly dog. I guess he always found them. Maybe he liked the texture or something. Look at all those pacifiers. He must have been very, very, very calm. Fuck. Oh, or maybe he ate 19 babies and the pacifiers are all that remains. You're right.